Hi, I'm Karen. We're here at Montavilla Sewing Center, and today we're talking about the Bernette B33. In this video, I'm going to give you an overview of the machine. To start with, we have our plug right here. This is where we plug both the power and the foot control in, right here. And then above that is your on-off switch. Over here we have your hand wheel. Up here is where you wind your bobbin, this little bobbin winder spindle. And then you have two spool pins, one here and one here. Now normally you're just going to be using one, but you have the option of doing twin needle sewing if you want to. So and when you're not using your machine and you don't have thread on here, you can just push that down right like that. Stays out of the way. And here is the handle. This is for carrying your machine. Over here we have the thread guide for winding your bobbin. And here's another thread guide for threading your machine, and over here is your take-up lever. This is the thread tension dial for your top thread. And down here, of course, we have the needle and the foot has a neat feature where you just push this little lever in back and the foot drops right off, and you can change the feet easily that way. There's also a needle threader that comes down here, and I'll get more into threading your machine and how to use that once we get into our threading video. On the side is also a thread cutter, so you can cut your threads easily that way. There's also a nice accessory tray, nice big accessory tray that you can put your accessories in right here. And then you can take off the accessory tray, and that gives you a free arm. This is where it's really nice for being able to sew jeans hems and stuff like that. You can put your jeans hem right around here. Then to get to your bobbin area, you open that door right there, and this is of course how you take your bobbin out. I'll get more into the threading and stuff and how to do that, but that's access to the bobbin is right there. Also, we have where you can lower your feed dogs. That's this little lever here, so you kind of push it down and see the feed dogs are down now. This is nice for if you're going to do thread painting or free motion quilting or something like that and have your feed dogs out of the way. To put it back up, you push this back over here, take a stitch with the hand wheel, and the feed dogs come back up. Now, close all this up. I'm going to show you how to put your, whoops, everything's lined up just right, there we go. Okay, I'm going to show you how to put the foot back on here. You just kind of line up the stitch hole in the foot with the stitch hole on the needle plate, and you lower your presser lever down there, and it goes right on. Your presser lever is on the inside here, and that lowers and raises your presser foot. Then up here you have your stitch selector dial. Now these letters here correspond to these letters here, so you see the stitch you want and you just change it to that stitch right there. Okay, this is your stitch length dial. So this is going to regulate how much of a stitch your feed dogs pull along. So bigger is going to be like your basting stitch, and smaller is going to be like your satin stitches are really small, and here of course buttonholes really close together. For normal garment sewing, we want to have it right there in between 2 and 3. Then to get into these red stitches, you go past 4 and into this. S means stretchy stitches, and they've got a little more stretch to them. You can make them a little bit longer or shorter, but there's not as much variation as there is over here in the black stitches. Then this is your release, or your reverse button. When you push this down, the feed dogs pull the fabric in the opposite direction, and that's good for sealing the beginning and the ending of your seam. So that's the basic overview on the Bernette B33. I hope you found this video to be helpful, and if you have, give us a thumbs up. Also, if you have comments or questions, you can leave those in the area down below. We have lots of other videos here on our Montavilla YouTube channel, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Bye.